And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the mound now, Kodai Senga. And for some reason, he's not quite as effective here in front of his home crowd, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and the fans are well aware of that. For him, he's got to just not press and go out there and say, hey, I'm just treating this like any start. Home, on the road, it doesn't matter. My job is to focus on that catcher's mitt, attack hitters, and just try to move through a ball game. So if he can find that kind of focus, doesn't matter where he's pitching because he has good enough stuff to go out there and win a ball game.
Luis Gonzalez.
And up next for the Giants, Luis Gonzalez. That one off the mark. 1-0. Senga. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Next pitch is downstairs.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
One down, base is empty. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Nope, he held back.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Man at first. And up next for San Francisco, Jock Peterson. Alonso. There's one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Welcome back. Our starting pitcher in this one, Sean Manaea. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Starling Marte at the plate now. That's ball one. On the ground. Davis with the throw to first. Marte retired.
Batting second, the center fielder, Brandon.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Good eye right there. 2-0 to count. Here it comes. Tapped softly on the ground. Flores throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, the second baseman,
Jeff McNeil stands in. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. And that's in for a strike. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day. Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Lead runner around second.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Check swing, didn't go. And that is ball one. That one missed.
2-0.
McNeil, the runner at third. Alonso at first. 2 out of the inning. Next one off the plate inside. 3-0. Eduardo Escobar waiting to hit for the Mets. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. There's a strike. Out to short. Crawford. They get the force. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. We played an inning. No score. New inning getting started. Mike Yastrzemski up here.
The center fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
Senga back to work. Lifted in the air down the left side. Locastro coming on. Racing, makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
That is it. The shortstop.
Here's Crawford now. Open stance on that left side. 2 for 4 in the game last night. Brandon Crawford, a player who has been a stalwart at shortstop for the San Francisco Giants. Helped them win World Series in 2012 and 2014. And he comes from a line of Giants fans. His parents, Mike and Lynn, they had Giant season tickets. They took Brandon to games all the time growing up. To the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Batting 6, the third baseman, number 7, J.D. Davis.
Now it's J.D. Davis.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And the pitch. And now it's even up. Second inning here, no score. The next offering misses. And that's ball 2. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back. Eduardo Escobar, El Caballo up to him.
Eduardo Escobar.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. They say it went. And he deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. The pitch. That's a laser base hit. Around first, digging for two. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Mark Canha. Homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Escobar around third. The throw's offline. He's saved. And it's 1-0.
Picks himself up at RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And here is Francisco Alvarez. Swings through that one. 0-1. At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt. Boog, our man, Darryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
And that one gets down, fair ball. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. Now batting Tim Locastro. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And that's outside.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Kicks and deals. Fought off foul. And a pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Canha at third. Alvarez on at first with nobody out. The 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 2-2 on the way. And that's in the dirt. Got him looking for the K. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
No, that's almost just not fair with that pitch. I mean, until the very last second, looked like it was going to be well in off the plate, but the arm side run brought it right back to catch the inside corner. Tell you what, frustrating as a hitter, you give up on the pitch. I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with that as a hitter other than just tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Marte, batting with one down, takes a strike. Grounded out his first time. And the 0-1. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
First and second, one out. So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1. In there, and it's 0-1. One out. Runners at first and second. And that is cut on and missed. And that is strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
0-2 now. Now he breaks his bat. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
So the bases are loaded here, one man gone. And now here's Jeff McNeil. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Flores, that's 1. And that's 2. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We plate 2 full. It's the Mets 2 and the Giants nothing. On to the third inning, and digging in for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores. Senga back to work. Lifted in the air, right center field. Canna coming on. Can't field it cleanly.
Yeah, it looked pretty routine, and that's one of the things. I remember talking with one of the best in the business in terms of working with infielders, Ron Washington, who is actually with the Atlanta Braves, but he's been a skipper of the Rangers and infield coach with the Oakland A's. But he talked about the shift, and although it may be balls hit right at guys, the footwork and positioning once they get the ball can still be a real challenge.
Locastro drifts towards it. 1 away. And now the first baseman, Armando Alvarez. Senga goes 6'1", 29 years old, and he was born in Japan. First offering, and it just misses.
Japan has made a major impact on Major League Baseball over these last few decades. We've seen players completely change the game.
1-1 now. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
So the lineup flips over. Thairo Estrada to the plate. First time up, he grounded to third. That's a strike. Yo, 1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Alonso puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. So the Giants leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Queens, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. The wind of the pitch. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Alonso getting to start at first, 28 years old, and he's a 2-time home run derby champion. Next one misses. 2-1. Up the middle, and that chance handled. To first, 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor, a switch hitter batting right. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Right side. Gonzalez under it. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman,
Now, Eduardo Escobar doubled in his first AB. And that's in there for strike 1. On the ground, right side, Flores. On to first, Escobar out on the play. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Start of the 4th, and now the right fielder, Luis Gonzalez.
the right fielder, Luis Gonzalez.
And a pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Fastball right back to the mound. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
The left fielder, number 23, Jock Peterson.
And Jock Peterson stands in. He hit into a double play his first time up. Ball 1, no strikes. The Giants hitless so far in the game. Next offering is in for a strike. That's in there.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. 0 for 1 so far.
Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. Here's a 1-1. That one pulled foul. Left-hand batter waits. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, and they're down 2-0. Back here at Citi Field. Now it's the right fielder, Mark Canha.
The right fielder, Mark Canha.
The pitch. That's through there for a strike. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. The 1-1. Swing and a bouncer. Fires to first on the run. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, the catcher, Francisco.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And he's already singled in this game. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. The 0-1. Grips one to right. Makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
2 outs, base is empty. Tim Locastro up now for the Mets. And the first pitch misses for ball one. There's a strike. Here comes a pitch. And another ball. That's in there. And now 2-2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Starling Marte. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Now snap throw to first. And Locastro dives back in. And here it comes.
1-1.
Pitch out, but no action. And now the lefty. And the slider catches the zone.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the bet.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Locastro at second with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Ball misses. And now a wide throw to third.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
And that one is lifted in the air. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo, 1 for 2. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Sanchez throws. Too late. Stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
On the ground. Dives, and he can't hang on. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here at the ballpark, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Brandon Crawford. And a pitch. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. You know, Brandon Crawford made his big league debut May 27th, 2011. And Milwaukee, and he hit a grand slam at his big league debut.
No, one thing I've always admired about him is his ability to handle left-handed pitching. Stays in the big part of the field and just has a nice swing path. Stays in the zone a long time. Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrating with himself until his next at bat.
Davis in the box now. No balls and a strike. Line drive. Snags it for the second out. And now it's Wilmer Flores. That one to first. Alonso. The flip to the pitcher covering. And that is that. Giants go down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. The wide to kick the pitch. That's down and in.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
The pitch. And a ball evens the count.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
That one down the line, and he grabs it foul. Next pitch is popped up. And there's one away.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And now Pete Alonso. First offering misses the mark. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jacob Junis up and throwing for Gabe Kapler. DeSclafani warming up as well. The pitch. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. Home man for the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
2 outs, base is empty. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
That one the other way. That's a hit. And that extends the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Now here is Eduardo Escobar. Step off throw to first. Lindor gets back easily. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Lindor around second, headed for third. They add on as the run scores all the way from first, and it's 4-0.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That's it for Sean Manaea, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New arm for the Giants, Jacob Junis.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So, man aboard, Mark Canha up now for the Mets. Up the middle. Throw is low, and he can't pick it. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And that's downstairs and outside. Canha, the runner at first with two gone. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And that's just foul. Here's a 1-2. Got it by him for the K. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, an error, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 5 and the Giants nothing. And welcome back to the batter now, Gary Sanchez.
The catcher, number 28, Gary.
Senga back to work. In today's game, you look at exit velocity as a measure of process, and if guys are hitting the ball hard, eventually the results usually follow. Gary Sanchez, he is a guy that hits the ball hard. Ground ball up the middle. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Armando Alvarez, the next Giant to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Alvarez, in his rookie season, 28 years old. Usually a third baseman, but today starting at first. And the righty deals. Strike 2.
Well, this will give him an opportunity to see what it's like to get balls that are up and to the right and down in the dirt. I think after this game, he'll be a little more focused on trying to hit that first baseman in the chest. Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Thairo Estrada, the next Giant to hit. There you see his May and June numbers so far.
Yeah. 0-1's the count.
In the air, right field. Canha in position. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Up next for the Giants, the right fielder, Luis Gonzalez.
Man at first, and now Luis Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes 6'1", 185 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2017. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a grounder, foul, first base side. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Lindor makes the catch, inning over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 5 and the Giants nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the left fielder, Tim Locastro. The wind and the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Junis goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a slider, a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a 4-seamer. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Next offering is fouled back. Right-handed reliever.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Starling Marte up to hit. And ball 1. And the right-hander deals. And that one missing low.
2 balls, no strikes.
That's in for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
1 gone, runner at first. And now the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Throw over to first. Marte dives back in. Kicks and fires. Marte on the move. Sanchez throws. Too late. Stolen base.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Marte, the runner at second with 1 away. That misses, and it's 3-0. Tries to get back and see. Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Sanchez throws. Too late. Stolen base.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there stealing third base probably caught him off guard a little bit.
And the pitch. Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone. 1 away with a runner at third. And down on strikes he goes. 2 down.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Line to left, and it goes just foul. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the third out of the inning. Mets strand one, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back here in Queens, top of inning number 7. And now Jack Peterson.
Jock Peterson.
The right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Nimmo hauls it in, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 5.
Mike Yastrzemski will hit next. That's a little bit low. Off the mark there. Now 2-0.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 3. And now 3-1. Righty delivers. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Full count.
That's to third. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Here's Brandon Crawford. His righty-lefty splits there. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Yastrzemski rounds second on his way to third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
Swing and a foul straight back. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Wilmer Flores now at the plate. Flores having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Yastrzemski on third. Crawford on at second with 2 down. And it's 1-1. And now 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that'll do it.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Set for the last half of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
The pitch. And there's a ball. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Tyler Rogers up and throwing. Alexander getting loose as well. The 1-0. And misses inside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Up the middle. Flores on to first, and that takes care of Alonso.
Now batting, shortstop,
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat, opposite field knock.
Off the plate inside, ball one. Bounce to the right, Flores. Tosses to first. Lindor retired.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar up now for the Mets. Out towards right center field. Yastrzemski under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Mets go down quickly as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the 8th, and here is Gary Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez.
And he deals. That's inside. Ball one. So he's back out to begin the 8th. Been a really nice outing for him so far, Singy.
He's thrown the ball really well. Kept hitters off balance, and he's been very efficient with that pitch count. But at this point, even though it's been relatively low, you start keeping an eye on it to make sure that he doesn't have any fatigue and injuring himself.
Another 1-2. Started after it, appeal to first. And that's a swing, according to umpire Matthew Ross.
Up next to the Giants.
And here's the first baseman, Armando Alvarez. In there for strike one. And a good eye there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Righty to the plate. Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Estrada in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
And there's the strike. And now 2-1 after that missed inside. 2-1 now. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Gonzalez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kicks and deals. And it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Estrada off of first with 2 away. Right side. And foul ball. Pitch misses. And the count's even at 2. And down on strikes. And that will end the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. It's 5-0. Back here at the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Mark Canha.
The right fielder, Mark Canha.
And the pitch. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
And now the catcher comes up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike. And that one just missed off the outside edge. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Yastrzemski ranging back some more. Slams into the wall and hangs on.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
The left fielder, Tim.
So up next for New York, Tim Locastro. This to center field. Yastrzemski on the move. Makes a nice running catch. And there are 2 down.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter, Starling.
So the batting order turns over. Starling Marte, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now a check swing, but he held up.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
Misses off the inside. 3 balls, no strikes. And that's ball 4.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. And fouled off. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Here's a high chopper. Sends it to first. That's the 3rd out. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. And welcome back. Here's Jock Peterson.
The left fielder, number 23, Jock Peterson.
Senga back to work. That's in there. 0-1. And there's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
That's just a nasty pitch right there, and I'm not surprised at all that he got the strikeout looking. You know, at the plate, looks like it's a fastball off the corner the entire way until just that very last second when that cutting action takes over and brings it back to clip the outside corner. You just got to tip your cap sometimes, but overall, that's just a nasty pitch.
And now it's going to be Mike Yastrzemski. That one's in there, 0-1. There's the strike. Next pitch inside. 1-2 to count. And the righty deals. Taps softly to the right side. Toss to Alonso, and they're down to their last out.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
1 out left for the Giants, and that'll bring up Brandon Crawford. Brandon Crawford, a kid who grew up a Giants fan. His dad had season tickets at Candlestick Park, and then at, what was it initially, Pac Bell Park. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown.
Got him looking. And that is the ball game.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 5 runs on 14 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Giants, no runs.